previously we made 5 videos you're banned from watching, so watch that before you watch this one to get the idea. Due to the success of it, we have made 5 more videos you're banned from watching. Number 5. Owen Hart's death tape. Owen Hart was a Canadian professional wrestler who worked for several companies such as World Championship Wrestling and the World Wrestling Federation. During his final years with the WWF, he played a character known as the Blue Blazer. The gimmick was of a comedic superhero. Due to the gimmick, the WWF thought that he should have a special entrance where he enters the ring by being lowered from above by a harness. He had done this stunt a few times in the past. On May 23rd, 1999, during a pay-per-view event called Over the Edge, Owen Hart was planning to do the stunt again.
Wow.
This time for the stunt, he was supposed to be dropped towards the ring, but then act as if he was tangled, then release his safety harness and fall flat on his face to add comedic effect. In order to pull this off, the harness had a quick release mechanism. He was booked in a match against a Godfather. As he was being lowered to the ring at the start of his entrance, he accidentally triggered the quick release and fell more than 70 feet, landing chest first on the ring ropes, which propelled him into the ring. Several paramedics rushed over and performed CPR. Many fans thought it was part of the show. The cameras were rolling and caught the fall on tape, but it was not broadcasted as a show was being pre-recorded. Owen was taken to hospital and doctors tried to revive him many times,
his head
but
is
they
right
couldn't
by
bring
his
him back to life.
penis.
He died from his injuries.
Am I the only one that saw that?
He died in the ring. His cause of death was internal bleeding from blunt force trauma. Controversy surrounds his death, as the WWF decided that the show must go on and continued with the event after the accident. Many believe that they shouldn't have continued with the event. A tribute show was dedicated to him the day after he died. It was a special live episode of WWF Raw is War called Raw is Owen. The WWE own a recording of Owen Hart's death and have no plans to release it to the public. Number 4. CIA interrogation tapes. These tapes were made by the CIA. They're interrogations of Al-Qaeda suspects, Abu Zubaydah, and Abdi al-Nashiri. They were conducted in 2002 at a CIA black site prison in Thailand. 90 tapes were made of Abu and 2 tapes were made of Abdi. In 12 of the tapes, the CIA used what they like to call enhanced interrogation techniques.
How the fuck does this get so many views?
Torture. There were tapes of waterboarding, locking Abu in a box and putting insects in it,
I should prank you and do
Abu
that.
on a liquid-only diet, making him stand naked for several hours, and water dousing. During the waterboarding, Abu started to go into convulsions and began to vomit and became unresponsive. In 2005, the CIA destroyed all the tapes.
First reaction video
they
this?
destroyed them in 2007. They claimed that they destroyed them because if they were to ever get leaked, then the CIA employees' identities would be compromised. The Obama administration revealed that the CIA has destroyed all 92 videotapes that contained hundreds of hours of the interrogations. They have not been seen by anyone other than a few CIA officials. There have been many requests for the tapes during investigations and by lawyers. The 9/11 Commission requested to see the tapes relating to a case they had on Abu, but the CIA didn't allow them to view them. Number 3. Brandon Lee's death video. Brandon
This is killing me right now. I'm about to die.
Artist. He was also the son of Bruce Lee. While filming a scene for his last movie, The Crow, he was accidentally shot.
That was a good movie.
On March 31st, 1993, he was killed at a filming studio in Wilmington, North Carolina.
I didn't even know that was his son.
At the age of 28, after being accidentally
Brandon
shot
Bruce
on
Lee?
the set of The Crow. During a scene in the movie, Lee's character walks into his apartment and discovers his fiancée being beaten and raped by thugs. He then gets shot with a .44 Magnum revolver.
Wait, so he really got shot?
In previous scenes, they used dummy cartridges but loaded them with real bullets, but they had their gunpowder removed so the bullets wouldn't shoot out. One of the real bullets got stuck in the gun, but they didn't know. They then loaded the gun with a blank round which contains gunpowder, so it simulates shooting, but no bullets come out of the gun. But as there was a bullet stuck in there, it did. The bullet hit Lee's abdomen and mortally wounded him. He was rushed into hospital and underwent 6 hours of surgery. All attempts to save him were unsuccessful and Lee was pronounced dead. The shooting was ruled as an accident. The video footage of his death was used as evidence in an investigation and was later destroyed as part of a lawsuit settlement.
Really?
Number 2. Sandy Hook surveillance video. On December 14, 2012, in Newtown, Connecticut, 20-year-old Adam Lanza fatally shot 12 children and 6 adult staff members at the Sandy Hook Elementary School. He then committed suicide. The incident was the deadliest mass shooting at a school in US history. It was also the second deadliest mass shooting by a single person in US history. Just before 9:30 a.m., Adam shot and killed his mother. He then drove to Sandy Hook Elementary School equipped with his mother's Bushmaster rifle. He shot his way through the glass panels next to the locked front entrance doors of the school. He then made his way into the school and started his killing spree. Just days before the incident, the school improved their security systems. They installed surveillance cameras at the front of the school so they could see who was entering. They also had some cameras placed within the school. The cameras caught Adam entering the school, and some parts of the shooting was also caught on tape. However, the police have not yet released the footage to be publicly viewed. The police haven't even released any images of Adam near the school or approaching it. This has led to many conspiracy theories to appear. People believe it was a false flag attack by the US to be able to push through new gun control legislation. Others believe it was a hoax done by the US government. During the attack, people have reported that they heard more than one shooter. Also, the media made several mistakes when talking about the case, such as the description of Adam and how he entered the school. SWAT police officers were seen fleeing from the scene, which has made people wonder why they were fleeing. Also, Adam has been described as an expert in the area of high-powered weapons, military tactics, and assassination, which has made people question how a 20-year-old could pull it off alone. People believe that the incident looks similar to trained death squad killings. Number 1. Columbine basement tapes. The Columbine High School massacre happened on April 20th, 1999 at the Columbine High School in Columbine, Colorado. 2 senior students by the name of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold murdered a total of 12 students and 1 teacher and then committed suicide. A week before they done the shooting, they made several home movies of themselves. There are 5 videotapes in total, nicknamed the Basement Tapes. In October 2003, one 15-minute long tape was released to the public. The footage was of Eric and Dylan at a shooting range. Also released was a film project they did for school called Hitmen for Hire. It's been assumed by many that these are 2 of the 5 tapes. It's unknown what is on the other tapes. The tapes were locked in a vault by the families of the victims. In 2006, a judge granted permission for the tapes to be made public, but the owner of the tapes refused. The tapes were then destroyed in 2011. There have been leaks of audio from the tapes on the internet, but it's unknown whether it is real or not. Thank you so much for watching. As I asked in a previous video, which tape are you most curious to watch?
I don't think I'm ever watching this shit again.
Be sure to